G'day. This week it's a fair few clicks. Got to make my way all the way from Port Hedland right up to Broome. That's a fair old trek. I'll be going from Port Hedland to De Grey River to a place called Pardoo. Sounds like you're apologising for something. And from there to Barn Hill. What a cracker that was. Then from Barn Hill to Broome. So without any further ado, let's go. I was standing out front of the tourist office in Port Hedland, just driving past. I thought I really should give this town a bit of an opportunity to impress me. Now I just want to check it out. So I'm going on a tour of the industrial area. Really quite looking forward to it. It's a sunset tour. I'm rushing through this because the camera's in the middle of the road and I don't want to get knocked over or me knocked over. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Apparently they take you out, talk about the actual industry, who's running it, who the big companies, the big players are, and we get to see them actually, or hopefully, loading the ships with ore.
Wool and cattle. We don't do any wool anymore because there's no sheep up here. It's all cattle nowadays. But then in the 1950s, we started mining manganese. Now this is filthy, this stuff. Don't touch it. It'll stain your fingers. It'll get all over your clothes. It's really heavy and it's an additive to things like iron ore as a hardener, and it makes things like stainless steel, railway lines, anything that's hardened steel. If you get a white cloth and you clean a stainless steel bench, which I do often, and turn your cloth over, you get black in your cloth. That's the culprit. Okay. Now, iron ore comes in all different colours, all different grades, and all different sizes. Now, there are 4 types of iron ore. We have 2 of them, hematite and magnetite. This is the salt that sits on that salt stack out there. It's a very coarse crystallised salt. It's actually a higher grade than food grade. Now just let me tell you something about food salt. If you're still eating highly refined salt out of a shaker, stop it. It's got anti-caking agent in it. Anti-caking agent is an aluminium derivative that is put in the salt to stop the particles of salt from sticking together. We know that aluminium causes cancer and has a really serious impact on dementias such as Alzheimer's. Now this is spodumene. Spodumene is the ore body that holds lithium. We ship it like that. The big rock you saw in the visitor centre is spodumene. Now, the good news about spodumene is that we've got lots of it. And we're downstream processing it, and we're now getting the lithium out. This is lithium carbonate. This is what goes in your batteries, in your watch, in your phone, in your car, in your other accessories. So BHP have got 4 down this side, 4 down the other side, Fortescue have got 5 down there, Roy Hill's tucked around the corner. There's like one Monopoly at Lumsden Point, like there's Monopoly. 3 on this point over here, that's the 20. All of that equipment there, and all of the conveyor belts are all operated out of Perth.
Okay, I'm at a little roadside stop called De Grey, D-E-G-R-A-Y. It's very basic, very flat, which is great. stacks of room for campers and caravans. They've got a couple of toilets, some rubbish facilities, and a little shaded area with a couple of chairs and tables. So it's just nice to pull over the side of the road, have a night here. There is no other facilities and you must be self-contained. But yes, it's quite good. I'm on my way to that really long trek from Port Hedland to Broome, and it's a fair old hike, and I've just got to a point in the highway where this is my absolute nightmare. Some people are okay. Don't forget I'm travelling by myself and I'm not squawking about it, but it is a little hard to deal with. All it is horizon, 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 all the way around. Apologies for the sunglasses, it's extremely glary. So I'm at Pardoo. It's a little caravan park sort of on the way up to Broome out of Port Hedland, and it's quite nice. It's got lots and lots of grass, which is great. It's so refreshing. Got a bit of 4G in the internet, which is quite good as well. Behind me you can see the motel, which is really, most people would just call them dongers, where the miners come and stay, but anywho, they wanted to call it a motel, so all fair to all strength to them. And all up, yeah, it's a pretty nice place. Obviously not a lot of fun without a swimming pool and it being pretty hot, but it's just fine. I'm at the beginning of the track that gets off the highway that goes down to Barn Hill Station. Apparently Barn Hill is awesome. It's a camp which is actually on the ocean, and a lot of the campsites get an ocean view and it's supposed to be spectacular. However, this is a dirt track and there is a few corrugations, so if 10 kilometres going there, 10 kilometres coming back is not your cup of tea, then you might not be able to check out Barn Hill. But I'll get some good videos, so I'll give you a bit of an idea on just how good it is. Well, here I am. I've just arrived at Barn Hill Station Stay, which is by the ocean. It's a 10-kilometre dirt track on the way in, but already great feeling, really feels good. Just over here behind me is the ocean, and basically how it works is if you're booked, then you can have either a powered site or an unpowered site, but almost all the time they will always find a spot for you. I'm in what they call the unallocated section, and basically is first in, best dressed. Wherever you find, pop yourself there and then you're up and away. In this particular section you cannot have generators. There is another unallocated section you can have generators, but otherwise, yeah, this really feels good. So let's check out this Barn Hill Station. Good morning. Well, here I am at Barn Hill Station Ocean, whatever it's called. It's basically Barn Hill, and I'm standing on one of the hills, so you can see the ocean behind me. And just over yonder, on the evening, all the people come down with their chairs and their little glass of wine or whatever they've got, and they'll just sit there and they'll watch the sunset. And the sunset drops there over there on the ocean, and it really is quite spectacular. And this is a great place to stay. Now I understand why, since I've been travelling, everyone says, oh, if you get up north, make certain you go to Barn Hill. And now I can see why. Well, there you go. This week, travelling all the way from Port Hedland right up to Broome. That's a long trek, around about 600 kilometres. And the way I got through it was I downloaded a few stories from my free audio books from the library. If you're not sure about that, just have a look at one of the old videos or send me a message and I'll send you all the details. That was a great way to get through it. Anywho, if you found the video useful, helpful and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, now's your opportunity. And if you think it's worth sharing, that too would be great. Until next time, this is Paul Wheel Drive, signing off. Well, I'm about 45 minutes out of Port Hedland. I'm headed north now. I'm at a place called De Grey, D-E-G-R-A-W. G-R-A-Y. Oh, great way to start a video.